Hey, great day, everybody. Great day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see, can we get everybody into the room tonight? Let's start exploring and understanding tonight's Thursday night thought session is all about YOU. How's everybody feeling? What's on the agenda for tonight? Is that what you're asking? Well, the agenda is that I need you to come into the room. I need you to tag somebody. I need you to get ready because tonight's Thursday night thought session with myself, Marrian, and Efua, we're going to be talking today about stop. You're hurting me. And I know a lot of people are going to ask themselves what that is, but tonight, our Thursday night thought session, as every Thursday night thought session, is about you getting into a new space, a new adventure of your life to find out exactly how it can be better, how you can have the exponentiality of what's necessary, what's the next step, how to improve your thoughts, your patterns, your behaviors, alter some beliefs that are no longer serving you so that you can enjoy the highest level of your life. And what does that mean? That means you're going to be enjoying an exponential life. Absolutely, positively, so it is. So tonight, go ahead and let's get started. Let's tag a few friends. I'm doing that as well. We're going to make sure that everybody is getting an opportunity to share out and enjoy this page, this message on tonight, because it is really going to be an exciting and fun night. So go ahead and invite some friends. Welcome to everyone. We're going to be getting started because it's all about it. It's all about getting it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. I don't know. I just like that part of the song. And that's Black Eyed Peas, right? So those of you that are coming on board, we're going to keep inviting people. I want you to tag some people that need to be in this space. We're going to have a good time. Yep, it's 8 o'clock in Arizona Pacific time. It's going to be, we're going to keep moving, because that's what it takes for us to be able to get to the next level of exponential existence, is to be consistent. Hey, Venus, so nice for you to join me today. Hey there, good evening. Tag some folks out. We're getting started. I know people, it's a new format. People are wondering like, hey, what's going on? How did we get here? Hey, Tracy, so glad you can join me tonight as well. Haven't seen and heard your beautiful voice in a while. So it's good to see you in the process. Honored to see you. Honored to see you. Indeed, it is an honor to see you. So those of you that are coming in, come on in for the Thursday night thought session. So I'm going to try to share this out. I'm trying to share it out, and for some reason it's telling me I can't share it out, but I know that's not true. So I may need to get some more people to help me do this whole thing. Oh, I love the logo, Tracy. I just noticed your logo. Congratulations on the progression of that. I am so excited. See, and I just want to talk about that. Thank you, Venus, for sharing. I just want to make sure that everyone is understanding that, like, Tracy, I know that you spoke to me maybe in the second quarter, and so like maybe 4 months later, 3 months later, you're gathering up the foundational levels for your business. So that's really important. So tonight I want you to go ahead. I want you to begin. Venus, you have this. Venus, you have the health fair that's coming up on the weekend. I'm going to be there. Azon Life Alchemy Center will be there sharing out about our holistic and intuitive healing sessions and training programs. Hey, BZ. So we're going to be at the health fair on Saturday. I'm hosting a class on accessing your spiritual self on Saturday morning and Friday evening, and Friday night, I'm going to be doing a workshop that's dealing with understanding yourself, your personal, how your beliefs can impact your behavior. Thank you, Tracy. Girl, we all are growing and expanding. That's what happens when you get into the level of fulfillment, right? Level of fulfillment, you just start doing it. Okay, so yeah, Venus, it is Saturday, and I'm going to mess up the times. 10 to 2, 10 to 4, Venus. Type that in. If you type in the information, I can broadcast it up here. So once you tag it in, type it right here. BZ, thanks for joining me. Everybody else that's peeping into the room. From 10 to 2 on Saturday in Mesa, Friday, I will be hosting a Friday night fight, which is a session that's about you getting to know who you are, and that knowing that on Saturday morning, I have to get up and I have to do the morning session that's going to be called Accessing Your Spiritual Self, that workshop. And then I'm going to be doing the health fair that day. So yeah, so Marrian is going to be busy, and it's okay. It's part of the fulfillment. I'm happy. I'm moving forward. I'm able to continue to do what I do and live in my highest and greatest level of existence. And so Venus has given us the address to the health fair, and that's going to be on Saturday at the 101. All right, girl. That sounds good. I don't know. Arizona named everything so phonetically. I'm just cool. So anyway, so this is what we're doing on tonight. So I'm going to get myself in position to be able to share. Hey, Glamour, love you as well. And so we're going to be going. I'm telling you, things are moving into a vast and productive moment. And one of the things I want people to understand is that when you get to a space of recognizing how powerful your thoughts are, how powerful your presence is, you will negate anything and everything that is opposite of that. So let me go back and talk to you about that. By the way, this is October, and Domestic Violence Awareness Month is this month. Okay, everyone knows that I was impacted. I was impacted by domestic violence for a moment, and I was victimized. However, it isn't, it is what it is, and on various levels, right? Because just so you know, let me pause right here. Domestic violence is not always about somebody hitting on you. Domestic violence could be sexual, meaning withholding sex from you, forcing you to have sex, having you do things you don't want to do. Domestic violence could be withholding your money, managing your money. Domestic violence, hey, Tahana. Domestic violence could be about them withholding or making you feel guilty, or using your children or your animals as hostage, or threatening to harm them so that you can comply. Anything that manipulates your natural way of living and interacting with another individual. And it can be a male or a female that can be doing domestic violence. So I want people to get that out of their mind, right? So when I talk about domestic violence awareness, I want you to understand that domestic violence impacts your life mentally. I love you, I hate you, I'm gonna leave you if you don't do this, or I'm gonna tear up the car, whatever, all kind of crazy. Listen, I have been working with domestic violence for over 20 some odd years, maybe 20 years. I take it back. No, Jerome, 17. So I've been there for 17 years. I've been dealing with the issue of women and men that have been touched by this concept of domestic violence. And domestic violence doesn't mean that you're going to be just your boyfriend, your baby daddy, your baby mama. They're husbands and wives. They're young and old. They're professionals. They're everyday people that do everything we do, because violence has no particular group of people that it targets more than the other, right? Some of us just talk about it more. Hey, Jessica, thanks for joining me. All these folks are coming in the room. I'm loving it. Don't forget to share with somebody that you can benefit. So yeah, so I just want to make sure I brought that out, all the good things that are going on, and you guys can go back in the feed and catch some of the other things, and inviting some more folks. Yes, girl, you are a thriver, because that was then and this is now. That was then and this is now. That was then, this is now. We are thriving beyond that experience of being victimized. We are thriving because you're surviving, right? Or you're a survivor. That means that there's still some remnants and there's still a possibility. And I'm telling you, that's not our reality. That's not our reality. So my topic tonight, y'all, I'm telling y'all ready for me to really get into the topic tonight? Because domestic violence was not even our topic. But our topic is kind of related to that here on the Thursday night thought session tonight. It kind of is connected to that, in that my topic is that stop abusing me. Stop abusing me. Now, y'all might say, listen, we have this saying in my group, and it says, abuse is not a laughing matter, although abuse may be used laughter may be used to cope with the abuse. And I say that so that you understand that when I went from domestic violence conversations and the realities is so many of people are doing it. In my particular state, I'm not exactly happy with the way they handle domestic violence situations, and it's okay, it's changing, we're working on it. But I want you to stop abusing me. Stop abusing me is our topic tonight, because many of us are abusing ourselves. We are abusing our vision. We are abusing our positions. We are abusing our resources, and we are abusing the love that is surrounding us on multiple levels. I know y'all like, there she go again. But if I didn't do it, I wouldn't be who I am. I am the life alchemist. I am here to create a formula that is best applied, or an elixir that is necessary for you to take for us to get to the next level of healing, fulfillment, improve our thoughts, improve our patterns that are more beneficial, rearrange some belief systems. Absolutely, positively, that's what we're doing. So we really don't have time to get in our chest and start clutching our pearls and all that stuff. We've done enough of that. It's time for us to get serious, really serious about what it is we're trying to do and where we're going to go. So stop abusing me. If y'all ready, y'all type in ready. Type in ready, and we're going to get started. Because the first step to building your success, the first step to empowerment, the first step to recognizing that there's a need for change is when you begin to say, I'm ready, and I see it. Okay? No, girl, we ain't going there. We ain't going there. Absolutely not. Okay? We are not going there. So we're going to get started. Tonight, we have no guilt. Tonight, we're going to freeze right here for a second because I hear it. Tonight, we have no guilt. Tonight, we have no fear. Tonight, we have no worries. Because what we're doing right now is we're going to stop abusing me. Stop abusing me. Stop abusing me, because we have gotten into these patterns. I keep telling y'all, every time we take off a layer. In my book called Seeking Escape, I share a story about how I had this rental property that I forgot about. And when I lost everything, I realized I had this rental property. And so I was able to go into this rental property. And in this rental property, it had been lived in by this woman for like 25, 30 years. But it still had the green shag carpet. It still had blue and green shag carpet. Hey, Mama Lori. It still had shag carpeting. It still had the drop ceiling. It had wood paneling. Hello, right? So it had all these things, the beautiful stained glass windows. Okay. Well, the week before I moved in the house, they decided to vandalize the house. So the house was vandalized. They took the stained glass window. They took the pipes. They took the water heaters. They took the sinks. They took everything they could. Literally pulling out the pipes out the wall. That's how horrible that house was physically in structure. So I used a bit of my last of my inheritance that couldn't be touched when they took everything. And I used that to start rebuilding the house. Okay. And I decided that I was going to go over there one weekend and redo my bedroom. Now, we were already living in the house, and I decided to do my bedroom. When I started to do this bedroom, I pulled up the carpet first because I couldn't take carpet because I guess I could smell that they had a dog in the house. So I pulled up all the carpet, the week before we moved in. And so it's like maybe a month later. So I went in the room and I decided I'm going to take off the panel and remove the drop ceiling from my bedroom, because I fixed my children's room up first. And when I did that, I realized when I took off some of the paneling, there was this beautiful black and gold velour fleur-de-lis pattern wallpaper on it. So I got excited. I started saying, well, hey, all I got to do is take off this wood paneling and I'll be good. Like, I can keep up. I can deal with black and gold, velour, fleur-de-lis pattern. I can do that. It was pretty, right? It was soft. And I'm like, I can deal with that, right? Okay, so then I kept going around the room. Mind you, this is a master bedroom, so I have to get around this room. And as I'm going around the room and I'm pulling down these pieces, I pulled off 2 more panels of wood paneling. And guess what, y'all? There wasn't any gold velour fleur-de-lis pattern. It was hot pink walls. And then I said, okay, well, if I pull the wallpaper off that part, then we can go. So then I kept going, and there was some more wallpaper. And then some of the nails didn't come out properly. And so the wall started cracking, and because it was an old house. And in my frustration of going up to the ceiling and trying to pull off things and realizing this job was going to be larger than what I had expected, I sat down in the middle of the floor and I began to sob. I'm talking about I cried, and maybe I hadn't cried the whole time that I had gone through everything. But in that moment, in that space, on that floor, I began to sob like a baby. And what I heard come to me in the spirit was simply this: that removers of all those layers and the cracks and the holes in the wall are exactly how your life is. So now today is time for you to stop worrying about what's all the layer covering up things. Stop worrying about how many cracks there are. Stop worrying about how many holes you got to fill. Stop worrying about what plaster fell off. And it told me to begin to repair it and don't look back. What do you want it to look like? See, some of us, I know, some of y'all missed that. Because what I was doing was I was saying nothing was working. I got excited when I pulled that first layer off. And that's what happens to a lot of us when we are escaping and building ourselves up. We become really excited and really gung-ho about that first layer falling off. And we can shake that off real good. Oh, that was that divorce. Or, oh, that's when they left me. Or, oh, that's when I first got sick. Or that's when I first gained that first 20 pounds. We can handle that. But when we see that new wallpaper and we realize we got to take it off, that's when we go, oh, well, okay, I got to take off some wallpaper. Okay, good. Oh, wow, I lost my job. Oh, okay, I can get another job. Or I can get another car. Or I can do this and I can do that, whatever that circumstance is, right? We can get past that. But then when we start realizing that there's even more things, more layers, and that's how our lives is, because we've been covering up things all along. And with every layer, there has to be time for us to breathe and deal with those emotions. Otherwise, when we expose it, it becomes a dust-filled room like my room was. It was dust everywhere. It was in my hair. I was covered in plaster. I had dust and spider webs and things were crawling down. So I was exposed to things I wasn't even aware were there. So we got to stop abusing ourselves by denying ourselves the time to heal when we remove a level. We got to stop forcing ourselves to comply with the timeline that everyone wants us to have when it's time for us to get into our new position. We got to stop trying to compare ourselves and our positioning when it's time for us to get into the new level. Oh yeah, I'm going there today, because we got to stop abusing ourselves. So stop abusing me. Say it to yourself, stop abusing me. Because when you're growing, when you're expanding, when you're experiencing all the greatness that you have to offer, you have to stop and breathe. That was a blow. It is not about you taking on this new behavior. It is not about you altering yourself or trying to please anyone. It is about you stopping any level of abuse. Negative self-talk is a form of abuse. Overeating is a form of abuse. Hiding how you feel is a form of abuse. I'm telling y'all, hands going up, I'm reaching out to you. Can we stop abusing ourselves? Can we start understanding that what we're doing is abusing us? We fought, when I got my divorce, my best friend said to me, he said, girl, you know what? You're going too fast. And I said, what are you talking about? I'm good. I bounce back. He said, you gonna catch it. You're going to feel it. I got your back, though, when you catch it. And sure enough, when all the dust settled from everything I had experienced, and by the way, I did go back and finish the room. The room ended up being in my favorite color of purple. I ended up putting the right type of light fixtures I wanted, window fixtures, everything, because I like natural light. Everything I wanted in that room happened. I knocked a hole out the wall that took me right into the bathroom that was adjacent. And then it was my office, and I created a powder room for my guests. I mean, I just turned the house into the whole thing. Okay. So just so you know, so it gets better. See, when you get focused on the realities that it's okay for you to stop and pause and go, when you can blow a little bit, when you can breathe, when you can take in the newness, when you can do an assessment, when you can realize that paneling fell off that wall, but it's been there and it has all kind of smells in it. People have touched it. All kind of things have been there. And so even though you put it on you to cover up what was underneath, to cover up that fleur-de-lis velour fabric, you still got to get rid of all that residue, all that dust. So take a moment out, y'all. Let's shake these layers off. Let's shake them off and let's get rid of them. And when we shake them off, we're going to burn them up. So they become no longer accessible to us for us to keep picking them up and keep speaking on the things that are not relevant to where we are right now and where we're going in the future. Oh, that's what I said. We're going to get rid of them and we're going to burn them up. Even in our mind's eye, we're going to begin to burn them up. We're going to begin to change the words and redefine them. Words frame your reality. Words frame your reality. At some point, you got to begin to understand that when you are exhibiting who you are and what you are, there's going to be some things that's going to fall off. Some things are going to be exposed, but you got to be in the position to show that you are all right. You got to be in the position to show that you are willing and ready to not abuse me anymore. Because me is an important person. When babies talk, me wants some milk. Me, because me is important. We teach them I. We teach them I. We teach them I. That's a whole other conversation. I'll tell you about that another day. But I want you to get to the me part, that innocent part, that truth part, that wholeness, that being, that internal design that you need in your life in order to get to the next level. Because I'm going to tell you, I think I posted it a while back and I said, so many of us got all the things on the outside and we are empty, broken, and we're those holes in the walls, those cracks in the walls that have not been filled. We are those things that we are, that velour and that hot pink fabric still inside of us. And we just keep adding layers, because we look good, because we smell good, because we talk good, we're happy, we're networking, we're building, we're loving, we're growing. And all the time, we are miserable. So when you begin to not abuse the me, you want to start focusing on mastering who you are and what you are and what you're here to do. Y'all got me? You got to start getting to that point where you can say to yourself, is that really where I'm at? Is that really what I'm trying to do? Am I really in competition with somebody who has nothing to do with the real? Listen, oh my gosh. So I'm talking to a group of women and they say to me, my future is on that man's mouth. And I said, no, he's going to tell you what you're refusing to hear for yourself. He's going to affirm what you've already heard for yourself, or you're refusing to hear for yourself. Some of us need to stop waiting for other people. I keep telling y'all, stop waiting for people to give you permission for what you know you need to do. Let the layers fall, let the dust settle, and then begin to build, repair, and affirm. Yeah. How many times do people tell you things, and y'all can tell me in the room, how many times do people tell you things and you find yourself saying, yeah, I kind of knew that already. Yeah, I knew that already. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of was thinking about that while I was thinking about that. You right, because I heard that too. Or I read some book about that too, or I saw some. It's something. Nothing is new, y'all. Nothing is new. So when you get to this place, when you get to the place of examining those layers and they're falling off, it's not for you to judge. It's not. It's not for you to judge. It's for you to begin to value. It's for you to begin to honor. It's for you to begin to trust. It's for you to begin to put yourself in a position. It's for you to put yourself in position to live your life. The exponential life, the whole life, the true life. Not one that's based upon, oh my goodness, what did I do now? No. What are you gonna do that for? How does that benefit you? How does that benefit you? How does that erase the fact that you are growing in an ever evolving, moment by moment, situation by situation, thought by thought, word by word, belief by belief. Some of us are taking the busy road, but we're not building. Some of us, if we were contractors building a house, we would be fired and sued by now because we're so busy trying to wait. We're so busy procrastinating, waiting for everything to be perfect that we're missing the opportunities and we're leaving the people behind that are waiting on us. So stop abusing me. Stop telling me that I'm gonna be all right. Stop telling me that I'm gonna have love in my life, and then you constantly fight everybody that tries to give you love. Stop abusing me. Stop abusing me and telling me that I'm going to become a 5-figure, 4-figure earner, because 6 and 7 you can't handle until you can get that 4 and 5 under control first. You keep telling me I'm going to make all this money. You keep telling me what you're going to do, but every time I turn around, you splurging on things that are temporary, that are not contributing to that vision of financial security and wellness. Stop abusing me, telling me I'm going to be speaking to thousands of men and women and changing and shaping and impacting their lives. But every time somebody asks me to talk, I want to hold back and hold my mouth, and I don't want to say anything, or I just say, I'll get it next time. Or I'll conveniently come up with a reason not to be in the space or in the room. I forgot to tell y'all, these are below the belt, but I need y'all to stop abusing me. I need you to stop abusing me and running from one person when they start helping you and they start showing you a way and they're supporting your vision and they're giving you tools and you see it working, and all of a sudden you get nervous because now you have somebody holding you accountable, so you run over here. Ooh, stop abusing me. Stop abusing me. Stop giving excuses. Stop hiding behind the children. Stop hiding behind your husband, your wife. Stop hiding behind the job. Stop hiding behind the financial situation. Stop hiding behind the religion. Stop hiding behind the health condition. They done told you 5 times what to do to get rid of your health condition, but you constantly finding a reason not to be able to read the article or to go purchase what you need to go purchase and do what you need to do. Stop abusing me. Oh, absolutely, positively. Stop abusing me, leaving me in relationships that you know are not carrying you anywhere. Relationships are to relate you, that you can relate and you can move forward. If you're not moving forward, then that's not a relationship. It's not a relationship. It's not a relationship. And I'm not saying for you to say that you are going to be committed to people. Let me tell y'all something. You know, they say it takes 7 times before a woman or a man will leave a relationship where there's abuse. How many times we got to have failure? And I'm not talking about when we fail up, because you have to fail in order to find out the pattern, the system, the process that works best to get you to your means and ends. Because everyone successful will tell you they either were broken down or that they failed at the first couple of things. They readjusted and made an assessment, and then they went forward. Y'all get it? So if that's true, if it takes 7 times before we even consider leaving something that's abusive, have you exceeded your 7 times? Some of us have had 70 times. And we keep letting people distract us. It's right here. And we do just like this. Because we want to look over here. Raising up yourself to a higher level of expectancy for your brilliance, for your truth, for your wellness, for your business, for your legacy. See, I'm telling y'all, it's some stuff we gotta get back in. We gotta get back in control. We got to get back in control. We got to say no. When can we say no? Right now. Right now, in this moment, what can you say no to that is preventing you from stop abusing me? So you can get into the level of mastering me. See, people think I talk backwards. I'm not talking backwards. I'm giving it to you the way that it comes to me so that you can utilize it for your highest level of existence. I'm still in awe of myself, okay? Because sometimes I'm like, whoa, y'all know that's my word. Whoa, hold it now. I got to know and see and say that. Yes, you do as well. What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Put it out there, because the way we're going to get through it is by talking through it. Because the number one form of abuse that the average person does in the world is self-abuse. The number one way that we hurt ourselves the most is self-abuse, because we have to choose it. You can't control whether somebody chooses to attack you. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. You cannot. So my question becomes to you again, what are we going to do? What choice do we have? We have every choice. It is always choice, not chance. Always choice, not chance. When you want something bad enough, you're going to go for it. I don't care who's telling you. You know, I often tell the story about someone told me one time that they were paying like $100, $200 to be part of some group. And the person didn't want to stop being the group because there was a friend who was doing the group, but they weren't getting anything out the group for the $199. And so they found another group that was less money, but just in the couple of times they had gone for free, they felt like that was more conducive for them. And they said, well, that's my friend. I said, no, you got to be loyal to what? See, that's abuse. I'm gonna sacrifice myself. I'm gonna lay myself down to be slaughtered so that everybody else can grow. Y'all know where I'm going. If you know me, oxygen mask, that's all I'm gonna say. In the event of loss in cabin pressure. Even when I was on my cruise, they told me that before you put the life jacket on small and traveling children, hello, they say put it on yourself. Get yourself into the lifeboat. Get yourself into the lifeboat. Put the oxygen mask on yourself before you attempt to help any other sick, elderly, or young children that you are traveling with. If y'all hear what I'm saying, just type, it stops today. If y'all believe that it can stop, it stops today. If you're ready to stop being abused, if you're ready to stop allowing your minds, your thoughts, your beliefs, your patterns to inhibit you from being the greatest and highest self of who you are. If you're tired, I think somebody put that somewhere. I just saw that somewhere. One of y'all flashed on the screen something about when you sick or tired. Somebody said something about being tired. It stops today. Because you have to know, because when you say that, your brain goes, what stops today? And you're going to say, the abuse. It stops today. What's that? The abuse. It stops today. What? The abuse. Because we have to know, with all of our knowing, men and women today that are listening to me today, that are going to listen to this video later, you want to say to yourself, it stops today. And then you have to answer yourself, what stops today? The abuse. Because hashtag, I love me. Hashtag, I love me. That's why it has to stop. Because when you love, you live. When you love, you can live. And living means that you are not going to allow anything to inhibit the growth of that life. You don't take poison. When you're growing a plant, you take great care. You make sure you water it. If it's got to be pruned, you go prune it. You're going to give it the right amount of sunlight. You are that same type of vessel, that same life. When you love me, you love life. You got to love you. You're the me. Me love you. Remember that? Y'all remember that? Baby say it all the time. Me love you. Yes. How can they recognize just what the abuse is? You know how you recognize what the abuse is? That's an excellent question. How you recognize what the abuse is that you're experiencing is you have to become reflective. You're like, what's she talking about? Reflective means you say you're going to build this business. You say you're going to have a quality relationship. You say you're going to get in control of your health and wellness. You say you're going to get in control of your finances. You say you're going to spend more time with your children. If you find yourself backing away from the very thing you said, you get reflective and you say, what happened? Oh, I know what happened. Instead of me spending time with my children, I chose to go and have coffee with my friend for 3 hours instead of a 30-minute conversation. I keep putting people before my plan. I say I'm going to sit down and write my book. I say I'm going to sit down and plan out a workshop, a class, a training. I say I'm going to take myself on a vacation, and then everything happens, and I believe I have to stop my life in order to assist other people. That don't mean be mean. I'm saying assist, because y'all know what I did last year. Gave up 6 months of my life to go help my brother fight for his life in this physical world. But I still did workshops. I still did trainings. I still was available to my clients, my customers. It's balance. That's how you reflection. Yeah. Reflection is the key to that. I think that was Venus I saw. My life partner, my life partner is no longer on this. My partner in love, listen to me, is no longer on this physical plane with me. And y'all have no idea. But I had to push through it. I still have to do these lives. I still have to go through, because I had to do a reflection and say, what's the greater good and what's the best mode of action? Doesn't mean that I'm not emotional. Some of y'all saw me breaking down. Some of y'all know that, hey, I cracked a couple of times under pressure. But it is what it is. So you do reflection to identify the areas of abuse. You ask yourself the hard question. What is it I really want? Yeah, simple question. What is it I really want? And what am I willing to do to have it? Because once you, just like when I said it stops now, your brain said, what stops? The abuse. What do I really want? Peace. What does that peace look like? And what I got to do to get it? Oh, that means I got to stop answering my phone every time somebody calls or texts me? Oh, okay. Oh, that means I have to make sure that I lock myself in my bedroom so nobody can answer me, even though I hear them in there chasing each other and saying, mama, 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 daddy, daddy, daddy. Oh, I get it. Right? Because if you're the strongest link, if you're what we need the most, you got to do that. You got to do it. I have people on the $5 financial stability plan. People who took my mind scripts. I got 10 people that's doing this right now. 5 of them done called me and said, you know what, Marrian, you told me to save $5. I'm on day 15. I'm able to save 15. I found out I can save $15. So I'm going to save $15 for the next 15 days. So at the end of the month, at the end of 3 months, they got $500. 150 times 3 is $450. And this person will probably have more than that. But if you constantly resist it to what you don't have, if you're not taking the time to assess and reflect, what habits do you have? Where are you going? Where are you headed? If you don't value you and you don't pay yourself, you can't pay yourself $5 a day. I'm just saying. I gave y'all that for free. Why did I give it to you for free? Because I don't own it. It's available to you. And the world is full of vastness and abundance and love and joy and peace and happiness and prosperity and wealth and health and love. Yes, love, y'all. And when you raise into that frequency, everything else will make sense. The abuse will stop. You get ready to, like today, my son has an injury, so he requires to eat soft and liquid foods. And today, when we left our appointment, he forgot his juice and his smoothie at home this morning. So I had to stop. So I go to this place where they make smoothies. I'm not giving them free advertisement because they haven't invested in me. But I went in there and they have these 24-ounce smoothies for like $6. They end up being like $7 after tax. And I was saying to myself, gee, Willikers, like I gotta spend $7 on a smoothie. Like $7 worth of vegetables and fruits in my house will make him smoothies for a whole week. Because I'm consciously aware that I have to value my resources. Y'all with me? Any other questions? We're coming up on the last 15 minutes. Are there any other questions or comments about what we talked about? How we stop the abuse. How we stop the abuse of me. You. The me is you. It's not Marrian. It's you. Because when those layers are falling, you got to be ready to pull off. One, you got to be ready to pull those layers off. And know that pulling off those layers doesn't mean you're any less. It just means you're ready. And when you pull off those layers and I had those naked walls, I could go and I could knock out the holes and I could replaster them and I could paint it the color that I wanted to paint it. I could decorate it the way I wanted to decorate it. It had my energy, my focus, my vision, my peace in that space. Absolutely. I could turn my bed around. I could lay on the floor because the floors were revarnished. Brand new, shining, beautiful wood floors they covered up. It's about a renewance. It's about a renewance of you. An acceptance of you. To say no, it stops. Because we don't want to just look good. We don't want to just keep layering ourselves and so we look good and we think we're insulating ourselves, but then when everything is gone, we're raw and we can't do anything about it. I need some help, y'all. The world needs help. Look at what's going on around us. It's because so many of us are distracted. So many of us are distracted. You know, why you're see, this is something else I was just sharing with someone else the other day in another session, and this is this. Yeah, it's important to know that you self-abuse because that became a method for you to cope with your environments and conditions and things like that. Okay, we got that. Ooh, we had a horrible childhood, had a horrible marriage, teenage, whatever. We got that. It's not to negate it. You're not negating it. You're not saying it's not important. What you're saying is, I see it. That was then. That's a part of who I am. But I need to do something different now. I need to stop doing that because it's not helping me. So there's a second part of your answer. Absolutely. Our focus has to be on what it is we want. We want to stop that abuse. We want to stop hearing those messages that tell us money is bad. And when people have too much money, they change and everybody going to want your money. We got to get rid of much to say, oh, you fat, you ugly. Nobody wants you. You see how many relationships you don't went through? We got to get over this thing that says you don't look like everybody else is doing this. How you going to talk about this topic and you don't look like it? How you going to have this organization and you struggling yourself? Get over it. Release it. Okay? Let it go. Let it go and reaffirm that where you are right now, things have to change. That's how you stop abuse. When it says 7 times before a person decides they're going to leave, they said they just decided. They didn't say they left. They didn't say they left. They said it took them 7 times to decide they might need to leave. So right now, tonight, you need to decide that you're going to let some things go and you're going to stop the abuse. Wherever there's an area, just pick one. Listen, and let me tell y'all something else. We're going to stop trying to do everything at one time. We're going to do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. One thing at a time, y'all. So don't be tomorrow, I'm gonna change this. No. What is the one thing that we need to look at for me? Okay? What is the one thing? So you got to remember my thing. You have to prioritize. If spending money frivolously, if spending money frivolously is your downfall, and that's why you can't make your bills, and that's why you're struggling, and you're on a limited income, you got to make it stretch. If spending money frivolously on things that you could probably do yourself, or that you can get a lesser version of, or not as frequently, then do that one thing. If it is the way you eat, then you spend a lot of money on fast food, junk food, whatever, right? Don't make it accessible to you. Or buy it, put it in little small Ziploc snack bags, and when that snack bag is gone, and I ain't say go get a big. See, I heard somebody say, "Oh, I can take one of the little grocery bags we get at the store, and I can fill it up with all my snacks." No, that's not what I said. I'm saying get the small little snack size Ziploc bags. Put you some almonds in it, put you some Terra chips in it, put you some potato chips if you really got to have potato chips. Get the low sodium kind, right? See, I know y'all keep forgetting. I hear in the spirit world. I can pick up stuff. Okay? Okay. So you just create those snacks. Keep your bottle of water. Go get you a bottle of spring water and keep it at your desk. Pay for you a little small, invest in you. Go to the Goodwill or secondhand store. I don't know what they call them. Right out here, it's called Goodwill, and I think one's called Salvation Army. Maybe somebody threw away a small cooler or a thermos that you can keep ice in. So when if you like ice in your water, which is not a good thing, by the way, you should drink room temperature water. You should add cucumber and lemon to it to help keep your system in an alkaline way and help you to go to the bathroom more, to clean out your system more. Absolutely. And when you start getting rid of all those toxins, it's going to start working on that extra fat cells that we have in our body. And then it's going to start eliminating those. We're going to sweat more. And yes, you're going to get a little more funkier, but you're going to be okay. All right. You want to get yourself in that position. If you know that people occupy all your free time, then you want to stop having some free time for them to occupy. Make the children go for the walk with you. Make the children go to the library with you. And I get it. Children have complications. But how do we alter a behavior? Absolutely. Absolutely, Venus. It's all about, remember, your mind, your thoughts, your words become your actions. What your conscious mind sees, it will begin to believe, and then it will subconsciously, your body will begin to make that action that supports that belief system. So if you say, I want something different, I want this, then you have to keep that in your forefront of your mind, your conscious mind, and you start doing behaviors and actions. Your subconscious will automatically kick into automated actions to respond to that need and that want. I just showed a lady. I took a lady to the store and gave her a grocery list. I took her shopping. She told me her grocery bill. It was like $500. Added to like $500 plus $5 for one person a month. She wants to try a plant-based lifestyle. I took her to the store. I walked with her to the store. They had no problem with that. Gave her a meal plan and showed her online site. She can do the same thing. The lady walked to the store with $220 worth of groceries. She had meals for 2 weeks. We made up her meals for 2 weeks, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Right? And she was like, oh my God, how did you do that for $220? And she had alkaline water. I'm just saying. If you really want it, you gotta do what you gotta do to do it. So when I talk about mindset, I'm talking about mind, because why are people rich? Because they do things in a certain way. What is that certain way? Things that bring about the results that they want. So now that you don't deserve it, you have to say that not only do you deserve it, but you can have it. Because deserve is still saying that it's away from you. It's already inside of you. You got to match up your thought and your mind. But she eats a lot of, so you gotta rev up your thoughts and your mind with your actions. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to have a healthy life. I deserve to be able to have a quality relationship. I deserve to have a steady income that can support me. It is very much attainable. It is very much available. It is very much doable. It takes something that we don't like, which is called discipline and practice. I told you I do my money mantra. I do my money mantra on a regular basis. I am so happy and grateful for the multiple streams of income that come into my life on a daily basis in increasing increments of. And I say that it's on my wall in my office. It's on my wall in here. You can't see it, but when I go in the bathroom, it's in there. When I'm actually using the bathroom, I can see it. My what do you call those things? Vision boards that I made. I don't make them anymore on paper anymore. I have them on my phone. Every day I get a new picture that pops up every morning that shows me what my vision board is, what my interactive vision board. I do that. I have a goal for what I want to do, and that's what I do. And even when it doesn't happen every day, I know that it's going to happen because that is my mindset. So my subconscious mind is going to force me to get on the phone. It's going to force me to do my lives. It's going to force me to go do a workshop. It's going to force me to be part of a health fair. It's going to force me to go drive and talk to somebody and sit at the Starbucks and put up a sign that says, let's have a conversation with the life alchemist. And so I get people that way. So what do you want? What you willing to do to get what you want? Y'all missed that. What are you willing to do to get what you want? It's beautiful to hide on Facebook and post. Do you ever boost your post? It's beautiful to go to an event, but do you ever really put yourself in a position to advance yourself forward? Stop the abuse. And our biggest way of abuse is excuses, denial. We've been trained. We learned that lesson real good. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Oh, I can't do that until, oh, I'm missing this, or when this comes. I had a lady that contacted me for my retreat. So y'all know my retreat went down real because we got honored with something, but it's just wonderful how divine works. So there are 4 women coming to the retreat right now, and I think one of the ladies is trying to come. But anyway, this lady called me about the retreat. She says, oh my God, I feel so bad. I was trying to save the money to come to the retreat, and I just can't come because I didn't save up enough money to come. And she lives here in Arizona. Actually, she lives in Surprise with me. And she said that. And I said, oh, okay, no worry. No worries. I said, no worries. And she said, what? I said, well, here's the deal. I said, I came back from Mexico June 1st. You reached out to, I think I posted the retreat June 10th or something like that, maybe the week of June 10th, second or third week in June. So If you couldn't get it going, that's fine. She said, yeah, well, I had the money. I said, I don't need excuses. Honey, it's okay. Come and support us at the brunch. The brunch is $45. You can come have brunch with us at a 5-star resort. We can have a good time. You get to hear a beautiful panel. Don't worry about it. It's okay. See, we got to stop doing that too. That's explaining yourself unnecessarily. If you hurt me, then say, I apologize. I wasn't intending to hurt you. That's different. But if you have a condition that prevents you, just figure out why that condition keeps repeating itself. I'm just saying. And the crazy part is she's not keeping up with the thing because the retreat is like less than, like 65% less than what it was. Because I was honored with something. And so I decided to, whoever got in, I was going to take care of them. And that's what I did. And then somebody else came and took care of somebody else. Opportunities are surrounding you. You have no idea. Who knew? So I'm going to wrap up here. It's 8:58. Anything else you want to ask me? Anything else you want to talk to me? I'm Marrian, Efua, life alchemist. I do intuitive life alchemy, meaning and transformation engineering for individuals, corporations, and groups. I'm available. I'm also a vocalist that does the same thing. So if you want any of those services, make sure you reach out to me. If you're not my friend already, please go ahead and friend me here on Facebook. You can also find me on Google+. You can also go to my website at efuaspeaks.com. At efuaspeaks.com. EFUA speaks.com. You can find me there, and I greatly appreciate all of you who stayed here on today. And I just want to know one last thing. What are we going to do from this moment forward? What did we say we were going to do, everyone? We're going to stop it today. What are we going to stop? We're going to stop the abuse. Stop it today. The abuse stops today. That means excuses. That means falling behind. That means hiding. That means denying yourself the discipline to be able to put it into place. Then that's what we're going to do. I want to thank all of you that have come in and out. Those of you that will be watching this video later on. For those of you who asked me, somebody asked me, our December retreat, I will know if I have one more. It might be one more space. Might be one more space. We got to see what happens with the gifting that was given to us. And so if we do have one, I know y'all like one more space. Sorry. But yes, I'm excited. I love you as well, Bonnie. Love you as well. So glad you made it, girl. I'm glad you made it. I love you. I'm so glad we connected. This is so awesome. You know, I love y'all know I always say this all the time. I really do love everybody. You know, I'm just in a great place. I'm just in a great place with all these powerful and beautiful people. Oh yeah, the brunch is $45. It's on that Sunday. And then we're going to be doing an announcement about that because we just want to make sure we had the retreat people set. And then we're going to open. And of course, as always, the brunch is always open to anyone who wants to come to the brunch and hear the panel and watch the women go through their final activity. So it's going to be a great opportunity. So again, I am Marrian, Efua, your life alchemist, transformation engineer, reminding you that when things begin to cloud your way, make you feel like you just can't go on, stop. Scream out nice and loud. That's not my reality. And know that it's only a bad dream until you begin to believe. Talk to you later.